There's a lot of excitement about a new Dracula movie starring Keanu Reeves and Jenna Ortega. And yep, a Dracula movie is definitely coming out in 2025, so that part is true. However, the rest of the details we'll discuss in detail, so stick around till the end of the video. This movie will be adapted from Dracula, a novel by Bram Stoker published in 1897. It's an epistolary novel, meaning the story is told through letters, diary entries, and newspaper articles. There isn't a single main character, instead it starts with Jonathan Harker, a solicitor, who visits Count Dracula's castle in Transylvania for business. Harker realizes Dracula is a vampire and escapes. Dracula then moves to England and causes trouble in the seaside town of Whitby. A group led by Abraham Van Helsing hunts and eventually kills Dracula. Stoker wrote most of Dracula in the 1890s and created over 100 pages of notes, drawing from Transylvanian folklore and history. Some believe Dracula was inspired by figures like Vlad the Impaler or Elizabeth Bathory, but there's no evidence in Stoker's notes. He found the name Dracula in Whitby's public library, thinking it meant devil in Romanian. Upon release, Dracula received mixed reviews. Some praised its effective horror, while others found it too frightening. It was often compared to other Gothic fiction, such as Wilkie Collins's The Woman in White. Over the past century, Dracula has become a seminal Gothic novel, with modern scholars examining its themes within the Victorian era, including gender roles, sexuality, and race. Dracula is now one of the most famous works in English literature. Its characters, like Count Dracula and Van Helsing, have become archetypal. The novel, which is public domain, has been adapted into over 30 films and has influenced a wide range of media. So what actually does happen in the story? Jonathan Harker, a newly qualified English solicitor, travels to Count Dracula's castle in the Carpathian Mountains to assist the Count in purchasing a house near London. Despite Dracula's warning, Harker explores the castle at night and encounters 3 vampire women. Dracula intervenes, saving Harker, and gives the women a small child wrapped in a bag. Harker wakes up in his bed and soon realizes that Dracula has left the castle, abandoning him to the women. Harker eventually escapes and is found delirious in a Budapest hospital. Meanwhile, Dracula boards a ship called the Demeter bound for England, with boxes of earth from his castle. The ship's captain's log describes the mysterious disappearance of the crew members until he is the only one left, tied to the helm to keep the ship on course. When the Demeter runs aground at Whitby, a large dog-like creature is seen leaping ashore. Lucy Westenra writes to her best friend Mina Murray, who is also Jonathan Harker's fiancée, about receiving marriage proposals from Dr. John Seward, Quincy Morris, and Arthur Holmwood. She accepts Holmwood's proposal, but they all stay friends. Mina joins Lucy for a holiday in Whitby, where Lucy starts sleepwalking. After Dracula's ship arrives, he begins to stalk Lucy. Mina gets a letter about Jonathan's illness and goes to Budapest to care for him. Meanwhile, Lucy becomes very ill. Dr. Seward calls in his old teacher, Professor Abraham Van Helsing, who suspects the cause but keeps it to himself, diagnosing her with severe blood loss. He places garlic flowers around her room and makes her a garlic necklace to protect her from vampires. Unaware of their purpose, Lucy's mother removes the garlic flowers. One night, while Seward and Van Helsing are away, Lucy and her mother are frightened by a wolf, and Mrs. Westenra dies of a heart attack. Lucy dies soon after. After Lucy's burial, newspapers report that children are being stalked at night by a blue-fur lady or beautiful lady. Van Helsing deduces that the blue-fur lady is Lucy. He, Seward, Morris, and Holmwood go to her tomb, discover she has become a vampire, and put an end to her by staking her heart, beheading her, and filling her mouth with garlic. Jonathan Harker and Mina, now married, return and join the group in their mission to defeat Dracula. Everyone stays at Dr. Seward's asylum as the group begins their hunt for Dracula. Van Helsing explains that vampires can only rest on Earth from their homeland. Dracula communicates with Seward's patient, Renfield, a madman who eats vermin to absorb their life force. Discovering the group's plan, Dracula uses Renfield to gain entry into the asylum. He attacks Mina in secret, drinking her blood 3 times and forcing her to drink his blood on the final visit, cursing her to become a vampire after her death unless he is killed. As the men search Dracula's properties, they find many boxes of earth. They place sacramental bread in each box, making them useless to Dracula. They try to trap him in his Piccadilly house, but he escapes. Learning that Dracula is fleeing back to his castle in Transylvania with his last box of earth, the group pursues him. Mina, having a faint psychic connection to Dracula, helps them track his movements through hypnosis. Guided by Mina, they set off to catch him. In Galatz, Romania, the hunters split up to track down Dracula. Van Helsing and Mina head to Dracula's castle, where Van Helsing destroys the vampire women. Jonathan Harker and Arthur Holmwood follow Dracula's boat along the river, while Quincy Morris and John Seward travel alongside them on land. When Dracula's box is loaded onto a wagon by Romani men, the hunters converge and attack. They defeat the Romani guards, and Harker decapitates Dracula while Quincy stabs him in the heart. Dracula crumbles to dust, freeing Mina from her curse. Quincy is mortally wounded in the fight and dies, comforted by knowing that Mina is saved. 7 years later, Jonathan Harker notes that he and Mina have a son named Quincy. The story is being adapted into a movie titled Dracula: A Love Tale, an upcoming gothic horror film written and directed by Luc Besson. In February 2024, it was announced that this adaptation of Bram Stoker's 1897 novel Dracula was in development. According to Collider, principal photography began on March 27, 2024 in Lapland. However, Helsing and Sanomat reports that Besson is actually shooting the film in the Kainuu region instead of Lapland, chosen for its snowy landscapes. Regarding the cast, Caleb Landry Jones, not Keanu Reeves, is playing Dracula. Caleb Landry Jones is an American actor and musician known for his roles as Banshee in X-Men First Class, Jeremy Armitage in Get Out, Red Welby in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Ty Carter in The Outpost, Jeff in Finch, and Martin Bryant in Nitram. He has received accolades such as a Cannes Film Festival Award for Best Actor and an AACTA Award for Best Actor in a Leading Role for his performance in Nitram. The cast of Dracula: A Love Tale includes Matilda De Angelis instead of Jenna Ortega. Matilda De Angelis is an Italian actress and singer, known for her roles in the films Italian Race and Rose Island, as well as the television miniseries The Law According to Lydia Poet and The Undoing. Now it's not all new faces. A big name in the cast of Dracula: A Love Tale is Christoph Waltz. He has been an actor renowned for his portrayal of villainous and supporting characters in English-language films since 2009. Waltz has primarily been active in the United States and has received numerous accolades, including 2 Academy Awards, 2 Golden Globe Awards, 2 BAFTA Awards, and 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards. His breakthrough role in American cinema came in Quentin Tarantino's 2009 film Inglourious Basterds, where he portrayed the captivating villain Hans Landa. For this role, Waltz received the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor and the Cannes Film Festival Best Actor Award. He later collaborated with Tarantino again in Django Unchained 2012, earning his 2nd Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his portrayal of a cunning bounty hunter. Even without Jenna Ortega and Keanu Reeves, the cast is still impressive and we can anticipate great things from them. With talents like Caleb Landry Jones, Matilda De Angelis, and Christoph Waltz on board, there's no doubt that the film will deliver an unforgettable experience. Now, why was there a rumor about Keanu Reeves and Jenna Ortega? Well, it all stemmed from a fan-made trailer that gained millions of views, sparking speculation about their involvement in the film. However, as much as I would like to see them in it, I have to clarify that they are not part of the cast. That wraps it up for now. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for regular updates. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll catch you in the next one.